Welcome back to our new lecture, Great Supercoders. And in this lecture, we will be solving the question to find the first index of data in the array using recursion. So let's quickly read the problem statement. So problem statement says that we will be getting an input n representing the size of the array. Then we will be getting the n elements that will be stored in the array, and then we will be getting a number x. And what we have to tell is what is the first what is the first index that the x occurs inside the array. So let's see what the problem is all about. Let's say that the user has entered n is equal to 6. So, and the data that the user is entering is 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 5, and 10. And the user answers the question is that x value is 3, that we have to find the index at which x occurs for the first time, or 3 occurs for the first time. So you would say that this is the first index, and this is the 0 1 2 3 4, this is the fourth index. So 3 occurred for the first time in the first index. I hope that the question is clear to you. Now let's quickly see what we will pass in the main. Now what I'm going to first pass in the main is the first call will be made something like this: first index, and inside the first index array, comma, the 0th index, and the data that we have to check will be passed. So let's quickly see what we have. What expectation do we have from this? 2 3 4 5 3 10. Okay, so our expectation from this function, first index array, comma 0, comma x, that over here is 3, is that it is going to find me the maximum, the first index at which 3 occurs. The first time the 3 occurs, it is going to return me that index. So from the 0th index up till the last index, this function will return me the first index at which 3 occurs. Okay, now this was the expectation. Can we meet this expectation from some faith? Yes, we definitely can. I'm using this abbreviation first fi for the first index. If I pass array of 1 comma 3, what does this mean? That it is going to find me the first occurrence of the data 3 from the first index up till the last index. Let me change the data over here so that you understand this problem. Let me make it 3. Okay. Okay. Now the answer, this is going to return me the answer from the first index till the last index of the array. Now, can I meet this expectation from this faith? Yes, I definitely can. How? This is how am I going to do this? So I will call array with the index 0, and what I'm going to do is first I'm going to make a call to array of 1 comma 3. There is a better part of doing it, but first I'm going to tell you the easy part, and then I'm going to tell you the better optimized way of doing it. So array of 1 comma 3, this is going to return me the first index at which 3 is going to occur. After that, let's just say that the first index it returns is fix. This is the first index that it is going to return me, and after that I will compare the data at the index 0. I will check whether this data is present at the index 0 or not. So if this data 3 is present at the index 0, then I am going to return my answer as this is 0. 0 will be the answer. And if data at 0 is not equal to 3, then this will be my answer. So basically the thing is 3, 3, 4, 5, 3, comma 10. This part, array 0, 3, it is going to return the first occurrence of the data from here till here. What our faith was that this part, from this part, array of fi of 0, 1, comma 3, array 1, 3, we will get the first index. Now, once we get the first index in fix, I will see that if I also have this data that we want, and if I have the data, then I will tell this. I will tell this function. I will tell fix that I had to find the first index, and when already I am before you and I have the data, so I am going to be the answer. You are not going to be the answer. If, however, I do not have that data, then obviously you are the answer. So let me again reiterate the faith and expectation for this. The faith and expectation basically is first 0, 3 is going to call 1, 3, array of 1, 3. It is going to return the first index. Then I will compare whether I have the data or not. If I have the data, then I have occurred before this. So naturally, I will return my answer. And if I do not have the data by myself, then I will return the answer. Then I will return the index that is returned by this call. So simple, so darn great. Now let's code till this part of the program. I'm not going to code anything other than this. Whatever we have discussed so far, I'm going to code the same thing. Initially, we have to take the input. So I'm going to copy this part of the code which we had written to take the input from the user from display array. Okay, I've copied it. And then what I am simply going to do is I'm going to pass this function. Okay, first I will store the value. First index. First idx. Okay, I will pass this function. Also I have made a little bit of mistake. I had to take the input for which we are going to check the first occurrence. Dot next int. First index array comma index array comma 0, because we are giving the first call as 0, and then the value is x. Now what I'm going to simply do is I'm first going to call first index, and from the index idx plus 1, as we have already discussed, and x, and then I'm going to check this particular part of the program is going to return me the index that will be stored in fix. Now what I simply have to do is I will check whether the index, whether I have the data or not. So I will check whether I have the data or not. So array if x is equal to array of idx, then obviously I will tell that part that I have already got the data. This is the part that I have sent the data over to. This is the part that I have sent my faith to, that this will return me the first index. When I'm already the first index, why do I need to take the answer from this when I'm already having the data? So I am the first index. So return idx. Else, if I'm not equal to data, obviously if x is not equal to data, else in the else part, this is what it means: return the first index, that is fix. Also, now let's do the quick dry run of this. to check the base case, or we simply can take the base case from here as well. What our number was? Our number was 3 3 4 5 3 10. 3 3 4 5 3 10. So this is a stack. Inside this, let's say that this is at the index 10k. Then the 10k gets stored. The first call is made, 10k comma 0. Over here, first this statement will execute. I'm naming this as 1 and this complete as 2. Okay, when this statement gets executed, then when the first statement is executed, then the call passes to 10k comma 1. When the first statement of this is executed, then the call again passes to 10k comma 2. When the first statement is executed, then the call again passes to 10k comma 3. I also should have made the array like this, so that you understand how the calls are getting passed. Okay, first, now we are up till here. This is the 0th index. So we are here, then here, then here. First, second, third index. Okay. Now, when the first statement runs, then the call is passed to the fourth index, 10k comma 4. When the first statement gets executed, then the call is passed to fifth index, that is 10k comma 5. Now it depends upon you whether you want to return the statement from up till here or till here. What we can better do is we can call on to the next statement as well. We can take the next call as well, because it will not do us any harm. So when we take the next call, it will go out of bounds, and we have to protect that, because we do not want that this statement gets executed, that the program goes on till this statement. So what I simply have to do is, if obviously if idx reaches the array.length, because here the n was 6, so array can store only the value till the index 5. So index if reaches 6, I simply have to return -1. So now what will happen is, let's say this is the first part of the code, and I'm naming this first part of the code as A. This idx is equal to array.length, return -1. This complete is first part of the code, and I'm naming this part of the code as A. Initially, A will not run. Nothing will happen in A because 0 is not equal to 6. So over here as well, let's try run this program again. What will happen? Call is made to 10k comma 0. Statement block A gets executed, nothing happens. Then block 1 gets executed. Call is passed to these 10k comma 1. Block A gets executed, nothing happens because 1 is not equal to 6. One statement is executed. Block A gets executed, one statement is executed. Then again call is transferred to 10k comma 3. A1. Then again A1. Then the call is again transferred to 10k comma 5. A1. Again the call is transferred to 10k comma 6. A. Now from over here, it will check whether idx is equal to array.length. So yes, it is equal to array.length. So what it is going to return is -1. It returns -1. Now it will check the value at index 5. It is 10. Since the value is 10, so fix over here is -1, because from here, when the last call was made, it was made at the statement 1, and the value of -1 will get stored in the fix. Now is x is equal to array of idx? No. So from here as well, we will get -1. At array of 4, this is the 0th index, first index, second index, third index, fourth index, and this is fifth index. At array comma 4, array at the value 4th index, is x is equal to idx? Is it? Yes, it is, because 3 is equal to 3. So from here we will return the index index 4 will be returned from here. So fix over here is 4. Now over here as well, that is the index 3. We are going to check whether x is equal to array of idx. No, it is not. So fix remains 4. When it is going to return, it is going to return this fix. So fix is 4, so 4 is returned. This 4 gets stored in the variable fix. Now fix is equal to 4. Value at the index 2 gets checked. It is not equal to our value, that is x is equal to 3. So again, this part of the statement does not execute and else block runs. So we get 4. Now array of 1, we are having over here the value of fix is 4. Is x is equal to array at 1? Yes, it is. So it will return idx. It will return 1 over here. Is, so fix over here is 1. Is value at array of index 0 equal to x? Is 3 is equal to this value? Yes, it is. So it is going to return idx. It is going to return 0. So it returns 0, and this 0 is the return value that we get over here when we made the first call. This is the first value that we got over here. So let's now run this program by making a few changes, because we had to print this first value, right? So let's print this first value. Why is it showing Stack Overflow? Because we not have handled the base condition. So yes, we have to handle the base condition as well. Yes, it is correctly showing the output. Now let's run the submit our code, and I hope the code gets submitted so that I can show you the optimized version of it. The optimized version is that you tell me one thing. Why do I call this before? What I'll do is I'll check myself first, and then I will call this. So what I'm going to do is I'm first going to check myself. I first will check myself, and then I will call fix, and then the fix will return its value. I hope this particular thing is clear to you, that if first what I'm going to do is, this is for example, let's first run this program and check whether it's correct or not. Yes, it is again getting the correct answer, and let's submit it so that I can show it to you. Why did it happen? The reason for that is simply this. Simply understand this. This is the question. 3, 3, 10, 3, 3, 4, 5, 3, 10. When I myself I'm equal to the data, so I will return the value. Why do I need to call this particular part of the program? Why do I need to go over to this particular part of the program to check? Over here as well, I cut this code. Let me just cut this code. I do not need to go on to the next part of this program. Let me quickly erase this all. Here it is written 3. So this says that this part will not run because initially what is happening initially? 0 is not equal to 6. 0 is not equal to 6. So this particular part of the block will not run. Now x is checked. 3 is checked with the value at the 0th index. Since the value of the 0th index is 3, so the program will return from here only. It does not go up till here. It will return from here only, as you can see. So that's why this is the better and optimized approach. I hope that you would have understood up till here, and everything in life, as I've already written over here, boils down to one simple thing, that whether you want that particular thing or not, and how badly do you want it. And if you want it very badly, you will anyhow find a way to get it. With this, I end this video. I hope that you like this video, and I request you to like our channel as well. Thank you.